They've completely banned beef. They've just banned burgers, which is hilarious because they're in central London. So all
Mate,
that's going to happen.
I would pay if I had it now. I would go and buy a burger van and pay to rent a pitch outside there. You'd make a fortune.
Exactly, exactly. Um, that's why these people want. That's why they always say the government isn't doing enough because they want absolute totalitarian control. Because they're like, well, we can pressure our. I don't have the stats in front of me, but I imagine there's a lot of vegans at that university anyway. It's just testing out life, all the rest of it. There's going to be, isn't there? There's going to be a higher percentage of woke people. So in terms of the beef consumption, they probably do all right anyway. But yeah, set up a burger van straight outside. The reason being, though, they want to become carbon neutral by 2025. But I did get the stats up just before I came on air. They have 2016 to 17. They had 9,345 students, so just over 9,000 students for the year. 20% of which came from outside the UK. So if they want to be carbon neutral, what are they going to do about all these students that fly in and out? They must go. Some of them, a good chunk of them, will go home at term break.
Should only allow students that come on a bicycle.
Yeah, well, ultimately, apparently, just flying one flight across the coasts of America is the same in America as 8 months worth of driving, and that's with their fucking cars that they use. So, if they're going to get rid of beef, are they going to also ban foreign students, or are they not going to equate that into the thing?
You terrible racist.
Fuck off.
That's how they'll sell it, though, isn't it? Can't be
Yeah,
racist.
well,
it's all a load of steaming bollocks. This. I had a big debate today online because it's Eid al-Mubarak, where in a lot of countries and probably here in many back gardens, animals are being slaughtered. What is it now? Because of who was that prick in the Bible that was going to kill his kid because the voice in the head told him to? Abraham.
Oh yeah, Abraham. Yeah.
But then some other voice in his head said, "Nah, mate, don't stab your kid. It's all right." So they sacrifice an animal and they give the meat to the poor, which makes it good. And I said, well, it's just fucking cruel, isn't it? Halal slaughter. So you get into a whole thing at a lot of people from countries where basically they just weren't educated. They didn't know what a captive bolt gun was. It didn't make sense. They were told that electrocution causes blood clots, so therefore the blood can't come out, and just all manner of uneducated shite. Okay, but they're led by faith, not by reason, so you've got to kind of work around that. But they're not the ones that annoy me, because I get that. They have absolute faith, is what their book says, so I can argue against it. I can discuss it with them, usually reasonably with most of them. The odd one that goes in and says, you clearly don't know anything about biology or science. It's like, no, but the scientists and biologists do, and this is what they say. It's not a quick instant death when you have your throat cut. So one said, well, I think you'll find, if you knew anything, you'd know that the nervous systems of cows and goats aren't like any other animals, and it does cause instantaneous death. One guy gave me proof by giving me some pages from the Quran. But they weren't the problem. Uneducated religious people, they are what they are. No. It's the fucking vegans that dive in. And one told me, this is almost verbatim, if you eat meat, you have no right even discussing this. Dead is dead. Now, a couple of things I had to point out to this pale plastic shoe-wearing fucking destroyer of wildlife, okay? Firstly, I have every right to discuss anything I fucking well like. Secondly, is dead all that matters? Is it really? Is the manner of death not important? Does it not matter that it takes sometimes minutes to die in great pain, choking on your own blood? And if that's the case, if someone said to you, right, mate, your number's up, you're getting killed. Do you want the bolt gun in the forehead, or should we just cut your throat? No one's going to say, oh, yeah, cut me throat, that'll be great, thanks. Yeah, that's the one I want. That's the one. That looks great, it's instantaneous. In cows and goats, because they're different.
You are gonna hang me upside down first, though, right?
Yeah, please, that'd be really nice. That'd be really nice.
Call me names whilst you do it.
And it's things that I was trying to explain to one in the religious text. It says you have to sever the jugular and the carotid in one swoop, but you leave the spinal cord intact. I'm like, well, that's even more fucking cruel. That's even more cruel, because you know what the spinal cord does, don't you guys? And they're like, what? It's like, oh, never mind. Never mind, because you probably won't believe me. They believe that when you sever the nerves, you die. Instead of the fact that when you sever the nerves, you get pain. Cause,
dude, have you seen Peaky Blinders yet?
No.
Oh,
I gave up on it. I gave up on it.
What's that fella that plays Venom? What's he called? Really good looking guy.
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy. He there's a scene where he's doing that with a goat, and it's fucking great. Honestly, if you're not interested in carrying on with Peaky Blinders, find that scene, Google where it is. But he's doing the Jewish version of it. I can't remember what the holiday was. But he's fucking brilliant. You just reminded me then. But it has like a. It's not talking about it as if it's like this lovely, precious, wonderful thing. It's like the brutality of the blood and everything. And obviously, Tom Hardy's got that strength to him and all that.
Yes.
God, he's a good-looking man, isn't he? But it's a good scene. I'd watch it if I were you.
I, of course, got accused of Islamophobia as well. And I said, no, I think this about kosher as well.
Yeah.
We've done videos on this in the past. In fact, that was one of the ones we ended up copping a 3-month ban for, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, you were just as against it on the Jewish side of things. Of course you were.
Well, it's just it's unnecessarily cruel. Surely the meat industry is a million miles from perfect. However,
yeah, of course, yeah.
It's far better than it was 50 years ago, and it will continue to improve. Religious practice doesn't.
Dude, I've said this before, man. If you eat any food from a supermarket of any kind, then you are complicit in the death of animals. You're complicit in, if CO2 is an issue for you, then, if you step foot into a supermarket, then you're part of the problem. You can point your finger at people that go to McDonald's all you fucking want, but you're still part of the problem unless you grow that shit in your own garden yourself.
Yeah.
Then you are killing things.
You're part
and
of
even
it.
and even then you're still taking from the ground. And you know what? These dirty, horrible capitalists are the fuckers that are going to save your grandkids. They're the ones that are going to do it. Whilst you're moaning and pointing fingers, they're the ones coming up with new technology. They're the ones that came up with the fertilizer, like oil. Like the only reason we can grow food in the amounts that we can, and all those predictions from the beginning of the last century about us dying by the 70s were wrong, was because we use oil to make fertilizer that's phenomenal. It's the only fucking reason. And it's like, I don't have an issue with people being vegan, but if you're going to be vegan and then start judging and pointing, you need to go fuck yourself, because you know better. You're just doing the thing that keeps you happy in life.
Yeah.
But it doesn't make you better than anyone else, not even close.
Be vegan, just don't bother me. But it's like, when that friend of yours got really fucking cross with me for generalising about vegans, but it's very easy to do, because the first thing they fucking tell you is that they're a vegan. And what you instantly do when someone goes, oh, hello, my name's Hayden. Oh, hello, my name's John, I'm a vegan. It's like, oh, fucking hell. Here we go. I'm about to get a lecture.
You know what? I know loads of vegans that don't tell you that you're a vegan. And what I'm wondering is if you've got a bit of a gammony look about you.
I bring it out in them.
They just can't help it. I want to tell him I'm a vegan.
But my only response usually is, oh, that's nice. Because what else can I say? You're a vegan. Good, well done. I hope your supplements are panning out for you, and you enjoy eating whatever you do. Go be one. Be a good person, because it is generally a better way to live, but it's not for me. I find animals tasty and delicious, and I realise they die for me, and no, I don't kill them myself, the same way I don't build my own televisions, or pave the roads I drive my cars on, or do many of the other things that we take for granted in life. The same way those pasty-faced vegans didn't make the fucking iPhone that they're using to post on the internet. No, the teary-eyed Chinese children made it for them. But that's alright, because they're not animals.
Yeah.
And how else could I communicate? Well, if I'm honest, mate, I'd rather you didn't fucking communicate at all. Just sit at home, stuffing kale in your trap, convinced that I'm the Antichrist. Just do that instead. And plastic shoes, their feet must fucking stink. And that's just an end of it. Case closed. Vegans fixed.